Okay, record on this computer. All right. So recording right away so that those that are so that we can also understand this new plan very well and can also share it. So, like I was saying before that little break, I was talking about one of the major issues that people have had worries with. That's been a sort of concern to a lot of persons in the social media space is the fact that privacies are not protected. Privacies in the sense that we've had cases, we've had situations and instances in which people come to Facebook, come to Twitter, come to LinkedIn, and before you know it, a lot of their personal data in terms of information that has to do with where they stay, who they are, their friends, their family members, up to sometimes I think even up to their children, some of all these informations, because a lot of the times, when we are registering on all the social media platforms, we are providing all these details to them. So because we've been able to do that, a lot of these big platforms like Facebook tend to manipulate this data in favor of you know, their major clients, which happens to be advertisers. So that's when you tend to see that. If you go on Google now and just do like a search, just a search a type search of things that you possibly want or things that you are interested in. Let's say you're someone who's interested in shoes, you're someone who's interested in perfumes, you are someone who's interested in maybe the latest cars in town. Once you type it on the Google that okay, you are trying to get the best form of clothes or the kind of shoes you like, you discover that there's a level of relationship between it and all the social media platforms. So immediately you search on Google, the next few minutes you come on Facebook, you're going to be seeing a lot of adverts flying on your timelines related to just that last 5 minutes search that you've done related to that clothes, that related to that shoes and what have you. That is to tell you that our data has been linked to every one of these social media platforms. And a lot of the times we are not, I would like to put it the word secure. By God's will, we are all secure, but somehow, we are a little bit loosed. Our information is a little bit loosed and is out there in the open. So that's why we've had issues of people being traced, people being kidnapped as a reason of some of their informations being on social media platforms. We've had issues of fake news and misinformation, slander and abuse, manipulation of thoughts, no freedom of speech again. You see somebody writing something negative about maybe like a political party now. Somebody's writing about maybe a governor, a president. Before you know it now, they'll say the person has been picked up. Why? Because, our informations are all out there and people tend to take informations the other way. And especially from the owners of this social media platform, they tend to expose a lot of our private informations to their big clients, which happens to be these advertisers. I think the recent, as should be like, is it not last year or let me say within the last 2 years, there have been several calls for the owner of Facebook to actually be at some of the US Senate investigative panel, asking them about some informations or some data that were leaked during the course of the election. I know some of us will have possibly watched that kind of study. I think it happened during the first time of Trump, during after the elections. There was a lot of allegations against Facebook owner that okay, they sold out a lot of informations about people in some particular states in US, to them. So they were now bombarding those people with advert related to Trump campaigns and all that, which is not supposed to be so. Social media platform is just supposed to be a place we socialize. Our information should be kept private. It shouldn't be exposed to anybody. So all these problems are what we have happening in the conventional, social media platform. That's why 91% think that it's becoming more or less now insultive or becoming more or less like something that is becoming annoying when you begin to see almost on your timeline different kind of adverts, whether you like them, whether things related to you or not. You just see them being bombarded, listing. You can't, if I should just do a quick search now, or if every one of us wants to do like a quick search on our timelines on Facebook, discover a lot of the times you see a lot of ads flying right and left without any relationship with you. That's why you can see some porn ads, some ads that has to do with AIDS, some fake news, different kind of things just jumping about like that, which are not supposed to be. So statistics have shown that all these things are there. Over 500 million people have ad blockers installed. Why? Because these adverts are becoming so annoying. 71% people also think that they can be traced, which is also normal. Several persons in Nigeria now, I think within the space of things that are happening in the political sphere of Nigeria now, it's not safe again to just expose your information out there on social media, especially on Facebook, because it can be traced, it can be tracked, and you can be nabbed, especially if you have somebody who has been possibly trailing you for a while. They can easily, track you up. And in 2015, companies also lost up to $22 billion in revenue to ad blocker. That's in terms of advertisers too. It's also affecting them. Estimated loss and ad revenue in 2020 has been, estimated at $35 billion. So advertisers are trying to reach out to a lot of persons because Facebook, social media platforms are giving them information, as well as also because users also are getting much irritated by all these kind of ads. They are also creating means of blocking off all these adverts of flying on their timeline. So these statistics is something that's been proven. These are not just cooked up statistics. You can also, after this meeting, do some personal researches, do some personal, checkups on all these informations that is right here. You also see that all these things are true. And they are things that are getting a lot of persons infuriated. There are things affecting a lot of persons. They are getting annoyed day by day and all that. So it's not something that is interesting again. So what is the solution? The solution is what Vitae has brought about, because we are no more social. And the solution is what Vitae has been able to come up with by creating this new social media platform, which a lot of us call social media platform 2.0. What that basically means is that we can now have all these problems solved in one. And how does Vitae plans to solve all these things? Number one, in Vitae social media platform, we're going to be having what is called an advertisement-free timeline. Let me just quickly go there. If you land on your social media platform in Vitae, once you join, the only thing you are going to be seeing on your social media platform in Vitae, like you can see right here, is posts related to your friends. Maybe you've added some friends on your list. You'll be seeing a lot of their posts, flying up and down. You can see their shares, their posts. That is the only information you tend to see on the Vitae social media platform. You can also see your own posts being shared by people and interactions like that. You don't see different adverts flying up and down. No, that would never happen in Vitae. You also discover that you don't have different kind of annoying ad pops up, coming up on your screen once you have access to, or once you join Vitae and you become a part of the social media platform. Freedom of speech is respected. There's no selling of personal data. And one of the best things is that there's a unique feature that Vitae has added to its social media platform, which tends to limit the spread of fake news like we have in a conventional social media platform. People can just post anything. In fact, I think there'll be a lot of legislation that the Nigerian government is trying to bring up towards curtailing this part of it. The Nigerian government is looking at, regulating social media, regulating what people tend to post and stuff like that. But with this approach of Vitae, it has even helped to limit the spread of fake news. We're going to talk about that feature, this particular feature, as we move on during the course of this presentation. And one of the most interesting things is that okay, I think having somebody, everybody. Okay. All right, so one of the most interesting part of Vitae is that Vitae has been able to create an attractive revenue sharing mechanism that is based on your activities. Please note that line, on your activities. We have having several kind of persons joining Vitae, some coming from backdrops of investments, some coming from backdrop of MLM, some coming from the backdrop of network marketing, and a lot of all these things mixed up together. We have people from all these different sectors coming, to be part of Vitae. But one of the major things we all need to know is that our earning potential on Vitae is not limited. Why? Because the more activities you engage on the Vitae social media platform, the more you tend to earn, because there's an attractive revenue sharing mechanism that has been created by Vitae to reward every one of its users for every of their activities. So what that basically means is that on Facebook, on Twitter, we spend a lot of time on them. In fact, statistics too have shown that at least an average young person between the age of 18 and 25 spends like a minimum of 2 hours on social media every day. Every day. And the worst part of it is that as you are spending those 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, there's no income we are making from it. Rather, we are spending, from our pocket to the social media platform. We are not getting anything back in return. So Vitae is the first social media platform that rewards its users, rewards everybody that is on this platform for every one of their activities. What are the activities we do on social media? We chat, we post, we share, we make comments, we like, several other things like that. But in Vitae, for every likes you do, you are potentially going to be earning for that. For every share you do, if you share someone's post, you are going to also be qualified to earn from that. If you also like advertisers ads, by the time that feature start coming up, you also get to earn from it. If you also refer persons to the platform too, you make significant unfathomable humongous income, from that you're referring activities on this platform. So these are the solutions that Vitae has brought on board. And that's what we are here for tonight, to look at them, each one of them, one by one. So solving it, every social media user who is uncomfortable or feels threatened by big tech is a potential customer. And also every social media user who wants to make a living from social media is a potential customer through our state-of-the-art any model. So ask yourself, how many people will join this new social media platform? Everybody will likely want to join, because they know that with this social media platform powered by Vitae, adverts will not kill them. They won't be inundated or irritated by all this kind of unwarranted, unsolicited adverts. They also know that for them being a part of Vitae, for every one of their activities that they do on Facebook, Twitter, and they earn nothing for it, they are going to be rewarded on Vitae for every one of these activities. So how many would do so because you shared it with them? Plenty. And what if you could earn on the activities? Wow, that would be great. That would be huge. That's what we are going to be talking about in the course of this program tonight. Let me just quickly play this video if it's going to play. Let me see if it's going to play. Okay, I think, let me see if that will play. Let's see. Let's see if that will play. Okay, I think. Okay, thank you so much for that confirmation of hearing me. Okay, I'm going to share this video also with us soon on our WhatsApp group so that we can also watch it. It's just like a teaser explaining the concept of Vitae under 2 minutes, and it just summarizes it under 2 minutes so that we can also have like a quick overview of what the business is all about under 2 minutes. So let's go to the part 2 of our presentation, which happens to be the major products. Because a lot of the times people want to look at, okay, social media, every social media platform has something. In fact, for anybody to make money anywhere in the world, there must be an exchange of product or services. That means there must be an exchange of value. My pastor was speaking on Sunday, was talking about God's financial system. And one of the things we were talking about is that if you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to make money, you must always find a way of creating value for people. The value could be in terms of products, could be in terms of service. Basically, you are solving somebody's problem. So anytime you see a problem, some persons are looking at that problem as a solution to something. So once they bring about that solution to that problem for that person, what they get back in return for that solution being brought on board is money. So the same thing also too. In Vitae, there's a product. As you join Vitae, we're going to be working with some products which are valuable, which are things you can make good income from, you can make good money from. And part of it is what we call energy boost. As soon as you register for free, without doing any upgrade, without being a premium member, without paying $200 or what have you, for you just registering and becoming a member of Vitae, you are going to be rewarded with what we call an energy boost, one energy boost. And that energy boost has what we call 150 EPs in it. EP there means energy points. So for you registering in Vitae, Vitae is going to give you one of their best products, which is called Energy Boost. And that Energy Boost has what we call 150 energy points. The energy points here means likes. On social media platform, we like posts, we like adverts, we like our friends talks, we like our friends comment and all that. But each one of those likes, if you go to Facebook especially, they are worth huge income to a lot of persons, especially for people who are creating business pages, advertisers. As they create them, they buy those likes from Facebook. So when you are liking an advert or a business page, know that somebody, in Facebook is making money for that like you are giving them, because they will have charged advertisers for that. So they are charging advertisers for those likes, they are getting, you to like them. As you are liking them, you are converting as the products or the service they've rendered to the advertisers, and they will be paid in return for that. So in Vitae now, Vitae has put the power, has given back all the power to its users. So as you join as a free user, they're going to be getting one energy boost unit, which is like one like unit, which has 150 likes in it. So on Vitae, the likes are monetized. You don't just like posts because you want to just like somebody's post, or you just go to somebody's business page and just like the business page because you want to like it. As you are liking it, you are losing some of these likes. So if you want to give it up for free, no problem. But it's always preferable you hold on and wait. Once the platform launches fully, these likes is going to be monetized fully. For example, from what we've been hearing, one like is going to be worth 0.2 cents. Sorry, $0.02, which is like 2 cents. So that means by default, your 150 likes you are going to be getting rewarded is worth around $3. So with that $3, you can decide to even buy more, invest it more in more likes. As you keep liking advertisements and stuff like that, you get to make a lot of money. So Vita will reward you as a gift with this free unit. And as you are getting that energy boost, it is also being planted in what is called a garden matrix. So that garden is the garden of your sponsor, because for you to join in Vita, you can only join Vitae on invite. That means somebody has to invite you before you can join the platform. So anytime somebody invites you, or you invite somebody and the person registers for free, the person is going to be getting rewarded with one energy boost, and that one energy boost is going to also be like a thank you to whoever invited that person to the platform. So that energy boost is going to be planted in a garden matrix or garden sunburst of a sponsor. So you'll be rewarded when your posts are being shared also too by others. You'll be rewarded also on the activity of those you referred on the platform. So how does it work? Let's continue. Currently, the system is on what we call a beta phase. Beta phase basically means that it's in the process of finalizing every one of its features, perfecting every one of its features before it goes public. So the people that are still currently on the platform actively earning every month in and month out are people we call premium users or upgraded members or ambassadors. So, and for you to be an ambassador on the platform, you must have upgraded your account with 199.99 credits or 200 credits, or what we call $200. And Vitae, one credit is the same thing as $1. So when you're upgrading your account, you're actually paying $200 to upgrade your account. And for you doing that upgrade of that account, whoever brought you into the platform is going to be getting a commission for you joining in and upgrading your account as an ambassador or as a premium user of Vitae. So once that transaction happens, you upgrade your account with $200, your upline is going to instantly be getting $67 or 67 credits to their back office. For Vitae is going to be saying, thank you, sir, for inviting this person to our platform, and also for that person now going further to upgrade his account to be on the platform. The process of registration is very simple. Just a 3-step. You get the link of the person. You're going to see the invite name of the person. Once you click on sign up free, it loads this profile page for you. You fill in your name, your last name, your email, and stuff. Once you click that, you're going to get a code sent to you. Then on the last section, you put in that code and your account gets confirmed and you immediately have a Vitae account. So immediately that happens, you'll be getting one energy boost, after that. And what Vitae actually knows as the completion, what Vitae knows as the completion of your registration is when you upload your profile picture and your profile pics on your back office. Once you register and you upload your cover pics and your profile pics, you are going to be getting instantly one energy boost or 150 energy points created to you. You can also buy these energy points. It's the energy points cost 60 cents, that is $0.60, 60 cents or $0.60. So you can buy it also too, like energy boost. You can decide to buy it, anytime you want. You can purchase energy points unlimitedly. You can purchase energy boost. The maximum in a day you can buy is 20, and you can also receive them from your sponsor through SharePower, which we're also going to look at in the course of this presentation. So what are energy points? For 0.01 credits, you get 2 energy points. That means you can buy energy points in bits. With 0.01 cents, that is 1 cent or $0.01, you can buy 2 energy points. And you can use your energy points to like posts. You can use them to purchase and unlock additional features and much more. So let's look at this. Energy boost details. You can purchase an energy boost. I've talked about it. It's 60 cents or $0.60. Can buy an energy boost and it contains 150 energy points instead of when you are buying it individually, like 0.01 credit will get you 2 energy points. So that means if you want to get like up to 150, you might be paying more, less, which is like up to 120. But if you buy it in bulk, like you buy it once with 60 credits, you get more energy points from that, which is like more likes from that. So and also upon registration, like we said earlier, Vitae will also reward you with 1 energy boost. So energy boost bonus, every time an EB is purchased, Vitae will plant a unit of it in the garden matrix of whoever that person is in your sponsor, and also to be like a unit also in your own garden sunburst. Vitae will also plant a unit for every new registered member. So before we start going into the garden matrix purpose and how we make good income, which actually those ones actually happen when you begin to participate in the activities which I initially talked about, referring, liking, sharing, and all that. So, but one of the unique feature that I talked about in that first part when we are talking about the solution that Vitae is bringing on board to solve all these issues of social media privacy infringements, people's personal data has been leaked. One of the special features that Vitae has created is what is called this unique feature of limiting the spread of fake news. Aside this limiting, there's also a special section that Vitae has also made it possible for every one of us to also be able to earn good income as a reason, or as we all participate in this particular section, which I'm going to be spending more time on, let's say maybe tomorrow, because I know we might not have that time tonight because of the limited time, but we're going to create special sections for that. But I'm just going to briefly talk about it. What is this special unique feature? The special unique feature is what we call share and earn. What that means is that if you are sharing anybody's post from their timeline, you are going to be getting 10 credit deducted. That's 0.10 credits deducted from your credits account. Don't forget where I started up from. 1 credit in Vitae is the same thing as $1. So that means every of your earnings you're going to be earning in forms of credits. So this 0.10 credits I'm talking about here means $0.10. That's like 10 cents. So anytime you share somebody's post, whether it's good, whether it's not good, whether it's communicating, whether it's bad or not, you are going to be debited 10 cents. So the question now is that why would I want to get debited 10 cents for a post that doesn't make sense? Or a post that I myself personally know that this is not a verified information. I just want to share it. So as soon as you click on share, you're going to be getting debited 10 cents. This is going to be the very first social media platform that has this kind of feature to also help it regulate its community against the spread of fake news. So anytime you are sharing somebody's post, you yourself will have it at the back of your mind that you are not going to be doing this for free. So that means that for you to be able to say you want to share it, it must be something that you know is worth it. something that you know is going to add value to somebody, and something that you know it makes a lot of sense. You understand? So aside this also too, for every 10 cents that you know, every post that you share, if you share somebody's post and it lands, you know, normal thing about sharing is that once you click on share, the share button, that post gets shared. What that means is that that post is going to be featured on your own timeline too. That post is going to be landing on your timeline. That means everybody who is your friend also too will be seeing that post on your own timeline. So as they are seeing that post on your timeline, if it's an educative, informative, motivative, you know, post, they can also share. So as they also share it too, they also will be getting debited 10 cents for every one of those shares that they do. So for every of these 10 credits, 0.10 credits being debited, it gets split into 5. Number one, the creator of the post will always receive 2 cents, and the 4 remaining persons we are going to receive 2 cents also to 0.02 or 0.02 credits for that, you know, post being shared, and it's going to be distributed as follows. Let's look at how this 10 cents is going to be distributed. Let's look at this scenario, for example. So in this situation now, we are seeing, let me go back. The creator of this post as Mr. Ernst. Mr. Ernst is the creator of this post. He created this post, and immediately he created this post, Mary decided to share the post. He saw the post on Mr. Ernst's wall and decides to share the post. Immediately, Mary clicks on the share button on Mr. Ernst's, you know, timeline and shares that post. 10 cents is going to be debited for Mary. As soon as that 10 cents gets debited for Mary, the creator of the post, who is Mr. Ernst, is going to earn 2 cents immediately. That's $0.02. You understand? And the beauty of the social media platform of Vitae is that, just like I said, on every activities that happen within, you know, your social media platform, within your chain, your team structure in Vitae, you get to earn money for that. And don't forget also to that I said that before you can join Vitae social media platform, you must be invited by somebody who is already in the platform, who is already on the social media platform of Vitae. So that means every one of us in one way or the other are linked together. So you can't join without an invite. So that means you have a sponsor or you have an inviter. Your inviter also has an inviter. Your inviter also has an inviter. Your inviter also has an inviter, and up like that, it continues. So, but the way the income gets distributed is that it gets distributed in 4 levels above you. So from this instance now, Mr. Ernst is the creator. Madam Maria shared this post 10 cents. He created 10 cents out for sharing this post. 10 cents was generated. So that 10 cents will now be distributed in 5 places. Number one, the creator of the post gets 2 cents. The upline of the creator of the post gets 2 cents. The upline of which happens to be the sponsor and sponsor of you know, the creator of the post also get 2 cents. Let's go back. Okay, so you can imagine. So Martin, who happens to be the sponsor of Ernst, gets 2 cents. Tina, who happens to be the sponsor of Martin, gets 2 cents. Josh, who happens to be the sponsor of Tina, gets 2 cents. While Linda, who also happens to be the sponsor of Josh, also gets 2 cents. So you can see the way the 10 cents here generated by Mary for sharing Ernst's post is distributed. So this is another income opportunity for those who understand this. I created some special, you know, post about this, which I'm going to be dedicating at least one of our Zoom sessions toward, because this is going to be another income opportunity that, if you understand it very well, you and your team that you're already building in your purpose matrix can actually be making a lump sum. Like, you can be making huge income that can take care of your monthly upgrades and also give you an extra change also from every, you know, from you just participating in this sharing activity as a team. Tomorrow, the CCO is going to be having another session for us on Zoom also, I think by 8:30 Nigerian time tomorrow. One of those things is going to be talking about is teamwork, how to also make money from team participation. And this is going to be happening majorly through this sharing platform, this share and earn opportunity that, you know, Vitae has created. So you can make good income from this because it's a 4-level structure. That means, let's say, for example, I created a post and my downline decided to share it, and it generated 10 cents for sharing my post. Immediately that 10 cents is generated, I'm going to earn 2 cents. My upline is going to earn 2 cents. My upline will get 2 cents. His upline up 4 levels is going to get 2 cents and stuff like that. The same thing also happens as my downline has shared my post and I got 2 cents. If his or her own downline also shares that same post on their own timeline, they get debited 10 cents. My downline will get 2 cents. I will get 2 cents. My upline will get 2 cents, and online like to the fourth person above me. So this income continues like that, like that. You continue to see that income, but you can see, look at this person shared. You can see this person is the person that shared it to. This is the downline. Let's say this is downline of Mary. Dimitri is the downline of Maria. So Dimitri shared the post. Maria would then get 2 cents. The creator gets 2 cents. The sponsor of the creator, Martin, gets 2 cents. Tina gets 2 cents. The sponsor, Josh, gets 2 cents. But look at now, Linda is no more getting because it has gone past the 4 levels. You can only share it 5 levels above you from the creator or the post or from the sharer. You understand? So let's look at it again. So immediately, this same post, created by Ernst has been shared by Mary, right? That's also been shared by Dimitri. Let's say, okay, Mark also, who happens to be the downline with Dimitri, also share the same post now. 10 cents gets debited for Mark. Dimitri gets 2 cents. Mary gets 2 cents. The creator, Ernst, also gets 2 cents. The sponsor, Martin, gets 2 cents. And Tina gets 2 cents. You can see the chain is gradually getting off Linda, getting off Josh. Let's go again. Let's look at this scenario too. So Mark also has a downline and shared, and let's say, okay, Tenny also has downline and shares it. You can see 10 cents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It moves up 4. So that means the sponsor of Ends doesn't get again, because at this stage now, it has gone 4 levels deeper than where they are. You understand? I know this might not ring well immediately. That's why I'm going to have a special session for this. Don't worry, tomorrow by God's grace, maybe we're going to move the time downwards, maybe to like 8 p.m. so that we can have more person getting to learn this. We'll just take time to just focus on this year. You can make serious income. In fact, on a daily basis, if you have a strong theme, you can be making minimum of 10, 20, $50 alone from this section, if we all can decide to work together as a team and make this work for us. So that's how the share income works. I don't want to dwell too much on this because of our time. Let me just quickly rush to that. We talked about the sharing, the way it gets distributed, and also to that. So let's look at the last section, which has to do with the opportunity. So aside the share income, you can also make money for your referring activities on this platform. How do you make money from that? Number one is through what we call the Garden Sunburst or the Garden Matrix. The Garden is basically a state-of-the-art algorithm that calculates the commissions Vitae pays out to its members for their referring activities. What that means is that immediately you join and you refer somebody, there's what we call units. The unit I talked about in terms of the energy boost, the energy points is inside energy boost. 150 energy points is inside 1 energy boost. So as soon as you register and refer 1 person, if it's a free user, you're going to be getting 1 energy boost planted in your own Garden Matrix because you are the person that invited that person to Vitae. If that person, that free user now that gave you 1 energy boost now decides to upgrade, you're going to be getting 5 extra energy boosts being added to your Garden Matrix. And as it gets added, it's going to be filling in a circular form. As you can see right here on our screen, you discover if it's 5 units, you see that your first level gets filled with 5 units. Second level, if you find another person, it generates another 6 units, 5 units to your Garden Matrix, and on and on and on and on and on like that till the whole Garden Matrix fills up. And for every Garden Matrix filled up, you earn a total of $344.10 dollars. So, and it gets splitted in this way. Let's say, for example, you referred the first person and 5 units, the person decided to upgrade his account, and 5 units gets filled on your first level. You're going to get 12 cents. You're going to get credited 12 cents per each one of those units falling in your matrix. So if you multiply that, 12 cents times 5, that should be giving you, let's say like 60 cents. You understand? And the good side of it is that every one of these units, that they are jumping and landing in your garden matrix, you get to earn instantly the 12 cent, the 4 cent, 4 cent, 9 cent, 9 cents down that 5 levels as it continues to roll wrap around. But get me clearly, this garden matrix is not fueled by how many persons you are bringing. It's actually fueled by the units. So if you bring in one upgraded member, 5 units get lands in your garden matrix. If you can refer 20 upgraded members and they upgrade with $200, that means 5 times 20, 100 units is going to land straight in your garden matrix. And each one of those 100 units landing in your garden matrix instantly also earns you commissions. 12 cents, 4 cents, 4 cents, 9 cents, 9 cents. If it's on your level 1, they are landing is 12 cents. If it's on your level 2, it's 4 cents. If it's on your level 3, it's 4 cents. If on your level 4, it's 9 cents. And if also on your 5th level, it's 9 cents. So you see all these incomes coming up in bits, but it adds up very fast. We've seen several of us making $20, $50, $10, $5 just from these garden matrix activities going around and around and around in circles, and people are filling up the garden units of their sponsor. And the good side of it is that it's possible for you to even be in the system without referring anybody. You'll be seeing your garden matrix filled up. As your upline activities is going on, is referring persons and they're buying units, those units tend to split down, they spill over into garden matrix of their downline. So it's possible for you to see some of your garden matrix being filled by the downlines garden units that they are buying. That is your sponsors downlines garden unit that they are buying. You tend to see some of those units spilling into yours. You understand? So that's how this garden matrix fills up. The second one is what we call the purpose matrix, or this purpose sunburst. The purpose is basically a state-of-the-art algorithm also that calculates the commission Vitae pays out to the members for their upgrade activities. And this also, just like the garden matrix, also fill from left to right. But this time around, it is a 3x8 sponsor force matrix, unlike the 5x5 that we have in the garden matrix. What the 3x8 means is that you refer 3 persons, your 3 also brings in their 3, their also 3 also brings their 3, and on is pressed down 8 levels. So let's say first level you bring in 3, your 3 also brings in 3. That means second level will be 3 times 3, which is 9. On your level 2, the 9 also brings in their 3 each. That is 9 times 3, which is 27, and on. It grows down to level 8. But the good side of it is that as each one of them are doing all these activities of bringing person 3 down 8 levels, you as their sponsor get instant commissions for every one of these activities. We get what we call instant commissions. Instant commissions. On level 1, $67 for everybody that fills that place. Level 2, $15. Level 3, $1. Level 4, $25. Level 5, $26. Level 6, $2. Level 7, $2.25. And level 8, $3.25. And also, in addition to this, what we call the sponsor commission. Sponsor commission means that as your downlines too are doing this activities of bringing people, you also get to earn also sponsor commissions. 25 cents level 1, 25 cents level 2, 25 cents level 3, $10 level 4, $5 level 5, $1.74 level 6, $1.5 level 7, and $1.5 level 8. By the time you do all this calculation, in a month, you can be making a total of $36,408 every month. It's 36,408 credits. But just like I said, 1 credit in Vitae is sent as $1. So you can be making as huge as over $36,000 from this activity, just referring persons, into your purpose matrix in Vitae. And also too, if you now look at the commissions also too, that also adds up very fast. That means for every one of your downline, also referring people, for every one of your downlines also doing the same activities of referring 3 down, you also get to earn sponsor commission, which can also total up to a total of $16,425 if it grows deep down to the 8 level. So in addition to, you get 5 EBs, 750 EPs. Don't forget the EBs is energy boost. EPs is energy points, will be granted by every upgrade that is done. Vitae will also plan 5 units in the garden. So they are all interrelated. You brought in one person 5 units in your garden matrix, and that same one person also gives you $67 for that also gives you $67 also for them landing in your purpose matrix. So you see these things happening almost every now and then in your matrix. So let's now look at the last thing here, which also helps the system to always produce this income for you month in, month out, because in Vitae, what we have is residual income. Like that means an income you get on a monthly basis. It's not a one-off income. You tend to earn all this income, the $36,000 on a month in and month out basis. And how the system tends to do that is using what we call a residual retention system, which is called RRS. Your RRS gets activated after your first upgrade and lasts for a lifetime. So that means that as soon as you upgrade your account to $200, every month you'll be required also to do that activities. So because the system expects you to have engaged in a lot of activities within the month, within the 30 days period. So with those activities, especially with the most recently launched one, which has to do with the share, you should be able to at least make over $200 for yourself, which then be retained by the system. So that means your first 200 credits or your first $200 earnings you make in a month is held down by the system for your next upgrade. You understand? So as that is being held down for you, the same thing happens to your downline, and on like that. So that's why we want to work out a system whereby we can always be able to generate these $200 and above every month passively. And how we can do that is through the share opportunities, which I've summarily explained, but we're going to be taking more time to explain that tomorrow, so that we can start doing these activities and start making money for ourselves. Because I see a lot of persons just feel that okay, just by upgrading or just by purpose matrix that they can make money. You can make money also too from that share income very well, especially for you to be able to sustain your upgrades every month. The RRS automatically upgrades your account when your current upgrade expires. So as per the RRS activation, the expected commission is paid out instantly. So that means this is what generates that monthly income that you see. That is 6,000, 2,000, 10,000 you tend to earn from the purpose matrix. These are income that comes as a result of everybody within your structure also to meeting up with their monthly upgrade. The RRS is eternal and it can't be deactivated. Once you become an upgraded member, you are automatically placed on RRS. So if there are not enough credit to activate the RRS, the upgrade expires. An expired member is eligible for sponsor commissions only. Once enough credits in the balance, the RRS will execute the upgrade and enable the purpose commission. What this means is that if, for example, you can't meet up with your upgrade for a month, that doesn't mean you are out of the purpose. No. Once you are upgraded for life, you are an upgraded member. You can't go down below that. You understand? Even if you don't meet up with your monthly upgrade, you are already in the purpose, a matrix structure, the purpose number structure of Vitae. So what that just basically means is that if your upgrade expires and you can't meet up with $200 to renew that, you are not going to be getting the full commissions, like, let's say $67 for anybody, but you will still be eligible to get the sponsor commissions. You understand? Sponsor commission, we talk about the 25 cents up to level 3, 5 cents, I think on level 4 and stuff like that to get qualified for that. And once the system now sees that, okay, we've had another $200 again, the system will automatically again upgrade you again to that stage where you will now be able to start getting the full purpose commissions all over again. This system is designed to help everybody to be able to maximize the earning potential of Vitae in terms of the purpose matrix earnings, and for every one of us to also be able to make good income from that section, that part of our earnings. So that's what basically the RRS done. It's in conventional network markets, we call it autoship. You understand? And that's what that means. So the other last part of it that we tend to talk about is the Vitae token. Every activities on the Vitae social media platform is tied to the Vitae token. What that means is that Vitae also has its own cryptocurrency, which is called the Vitae crypto or the Vitae coin or the Vitae token. The Vitae token is a utility and an hybrid token with a purpose. What are the purposes? An open source cryptocurrency. It is community driven. What that means is that the value of Vitae token is directly proportional to the growth of its community in terms of the social media platform of Vitae. It has this Vitae token being tied around the social media platform ensures that transactions on the platform are basically flawless, decentralized. We have fast transactions, worldwide with low transaction fee, and essentially one of the most important things is that it is uh, okay. The most important is that it is decentralized. Decentralized in such a way that withdrawals, deposits are not within the powers of Mendy, the owner, the CCO of Vitae. What that means is that you can withdraw at any time, you can deposit at any time. All you just need to do is just convert whatever earnings you've earned in terms of credit or dollars to a Vitae token, and you can go to any one of the exchanges that Vitae is already listed in. I think we have close to over 5 exchanges that is listed on Stacks, BitBlinks, InstaSwap, Techie. We'll see all that when we start doing the practical section. You can just go there. Once you earn, convert it to token, go and swap it to any cryptocurrency of your choice, BTC, LTC, USDT, name it. Just go there to the exchange and try. So it gives you a full assurance that your money will always be gotten at any time you need it, any time of the day, any hour of the day, any minute and any seconds of the day. So it's a decentralized platform. So, and also because Vitae token also too is like every other cryptocurrency. That means it also appreciates in value. So you can also make money from just this activity of possibly you are buying a token when the price is low, and you also sell it when the price shoots up. So I've seen persons that are just making money also too from that just alone. What do? They just come to the platform, they look at the prices. Price is around between $2 and $3 a byte. As soon as it moves up to like $4 or $5, they also sell up and make profit. So they could be making like as if you have 30-50% profit in a month just by that single transaction of transacting with just this Vitae token. There's another section of it also which has to do with proof of stake, masternode for people who knows about that cryptocurrency. You can study more about it. By the time you register on the frequently asked questions, a lot of information, videos explaining all that too. For those of you that also would like to go, you can watch those videos and also be a part of it from that. And finally, the main vision of Vitae is to have a chance and opportunity of a lifetime to make great change in social media as a whole, and also being a social media platform for the people who seek freedom of speech, privacy of their data, being customers rather than products being sold to advertisers. It's also a social media platform where the people get to earn their valuable content and can be rewarded for their activities. It's also a platform where the people are being respected rather than being censored or manipulated. But to achieve this, Vitae also needs you to join this journey and spread the word to everyone you know. We need you to believe that you can make a difference, that you believe that what you have to discuss matters. So ask yourself, what would the world look like when this vision is accomplished? What if you made a difference? How would you feel when you know that because of your dedication to this great cause and mission, you made that difference in the world to make it a greater place and grow global prosperity? So if not, join us today and let us make good money from this. Let us grow global prosperity together, and every one of us will be fine. I'm going to be stopping there tonight in terms of the presentations. We'll be having, because of our time, we might not be able to go deep into the practicals, but I'll just touch a bit, just walk us through a little bit of the back office. This is the price I was talking about. You can always see the price of a token in real time from this section. You can see the current price of Vitae token is $3.32. So if you can buy it now, and then the price moves up to like maybe $4 or $5, you can sell up and make your profit. You can also sell off your tokens on the exchange. What is Vitae exchange? Let me show us the Vitae exchange here. The Vitae exchange is this place we're seeing. You can always have access to it on this website, vitaetoken.io/exchanges. So here you can swap Vitae to any cryptocurrency, Vitae to either of any of these cryptocurrency, BTC, Ethereum, Dogecoin, SRP, USD, SLM, Litecoin. You can swap it to any of these. You can also, anytime you want to buy, you can also buy Vitae with any of those cryptocurrency. If you're buying with the Bitcoin, just follow through the process. It will ask you for your Vitae address. To get your Vitae address, you just go to your back office. Just go to your back office here. Once you go to your back, you click on your Vitae wallet. Once you get to your Vitae wallet section, you click on receive. As soon as you receive, you will see your address loaded right here. You can copy your address, go to the exchange, you paste it there. This BTC refund wallet address is your own Bitcoin address. Just in case something goes wrong with the transaction, the system can only send back your BTC to your BTC wallet address. I'm already seeing some questions. Please just hold on. Just hold on, We'll take all the questions. I think my partner is here, Mr. Pat is in the house. He's going to be handling all our questions for us tonight. Let me see if he's still around. Mr. Pat. Okay, no problem. I will also take that. We'll take all our questions. So that's how to do the exchange. You can also visit vitae.token.io for any areas you feel you possibly still need some clarity on. You can always read about Vitae from that section. Let me go back to the back office. From the back office, you can always see your earnings, so you can always buy and sell credits. What this means is that, for example, I have 10 credits here. I can decide to sell it off. Once I sell it off, I'm going to sell it and I'm going to be getting Vitae back in return. Once the Vitae is right here in my wallet, I can always go to the exchange and convert that to BTC USDT. Aside Instant Swap, there are also several other exchanges that Vitae token is listed on. Stex is there, on B2Bit is there, on ETHBTC is there. Once you just click on all these links, it's going to be loading each one of those exchanges out. Just click on each one of them. You'll see them being loaded out. Just once you click on any one of them, you see them. All those exchanges where Vitae is listed out, you can always click on them and you see them right there. This is ETHBTC, this is Stex, this is Teach Exchange, So, but I think a lot of the volume is more on Stex Exchange. So a lot of persons tends to use this Stex Exchange more than any other exchange that we have. But we'll take time out to always talk more about each one of these exchanges, how to use them to convert, to withdraw your money at any time of the day you want without waiting for anybody, without waiting for your client. You can do all these transactions yourself. What else again? The energy points is the one I explained earlier. Each one of these energy points is worth 2 cents. Calculator. So for example, as you can see right here, in this my account, fee 57141. This energy point you are saying is going to be worth 0.022 cents. What you're seeing right here is worth $1,142 already. So imagine you having, let's say, 200,000 energy points, and you start using this 200,000 to start liking advertisers' posts by the time that section's open up fully after the public launch, which is going to also be coming up this year. You can imagine you making close to $4,000 from just accumulating enough of all these energy points to yourself. So the share power is what we talked about then. Once anybody shares the pool, you get 1 cent. You get 2 cents, but it gets divided into 2. 1 cent is credited to your share power, which you can use to you can use it to buy energy point for your downlines, and you also get the remaining balance credited to your account. So on the C-log section is where you tend to see your earnings per time, per day, within a 24 hours period, 27-hour period per day. You tend to see all your earnings here from this graph. You can see that. You can also view it in terms of 30 days, how much you've made. In terms of 30 days, you can see the chart, how much you've actually earned from your purpose, from your guiding matrix. You see all that from the loss section. I'm trying to just quickly rush up because of our time. Don't worry, tomorrow we're going to be starting early so that we can have enough time for ourselves. Under the wallet section, we've done that. Okay, so this is the part I was talking about, the FAQ. If you click on this logo, this Vitae logo from Leave, you can always look at, you see the written format of what each one of those icons mean. So this section, I will encourage us to go through it. This FAQ section, it has a lot of information. A lot of our questions we tend to ask, you see every one of them being answered to a large extent. In fact, this was one of the places I actually learned a lot of things about Vitae. I think this should be my first point of call. This frequently asked question. Please go there, click on each one of these things. They mean something. Once you click on it, it's going to load, what each one of those sections mean out for you. Once you click on it, to load it all out for you. and you can learn from that. So I think with that, I will just quickly want to take questions for the next 15 minutes before we call it a day today. Don't worry, just like I said, we're going to make it this meeting more frequently now. My system is back up now. There's not going to be any downtime again. As much as you want the Zoom section, we are going to be having it. So let me just quickly run now. We may delete the old videos. Okay, good. Okay, so I want to find out will the free members in the systems be blocked later? Yes. I noticed something. Let me show you something from my section. Under your referrals tab, uh, under the referrals tab, you will see this section. This is somebody that registered 4th of January. And you can see now it's showing as a blocked member. I think this feature even just got added to our back office. You can say what block member means is that this person now, for example, now can never log into his account and he won't have access to the platform again. You understand? So this is a block member. You see the ones that are active, your downlines that are active, meaning that they have funds in their account for the next month to activate the account. So they are active. Expired years means that this person is an upgraded member, but he doesn't have 200 credit to upgrade for the next month again in his back office. So when the system looked around and looked at it, said, okay, this person doesn't have 200 credits again to do that. You understand? And you also see people that are called free member. Free member are the people that have the grace of some few days, like the system tends to free them for like I think 30 days or thereabouts to upgrade their accounts. And if they don't do that, they are going to become what we call expired member. Sorry, they're going to become blocked member. So you can see this account is free. This is an account of 2nd February, and that free member here is 2nd of February. So this means that within the next few days, okay, I think this is even way over 30 days. I think it might even get up to like maybe 60 days, but finally discover that that person will get blocked. Like this person registered 4th January, 4th February was 1 month, 4th March was 2nd month, so it's already a block member. You understand? So that's what happens to you once you upgrade your account and you don't upgrade within the stipulated point of time. You're going to see your account blocked. That means you are not ready to become an upgraded member. So you can join later after the public launch when everything becomes open to everybody for free. So I think I've been able to answer that. I'm seeing a hand being raised of Mr. Yomi. I don't know if you are still around. I'm going to ask you to ask a question. Please, I've sent you the option to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. I don't know if he's still here. Okay, please, if you have any other person who asks a question, you can just raise up your hand. I'm going to unmute you. And I think I still have some of our leaders right here in case anybody wants to say something. Let me see if Mr. Casey is okay. Mr. Casey is online. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, the boss. How are you doing?
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, the boss.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Yinka?
Loud and clear, sir. Very,
Yeah,
very
good
loud.
evening.
Yes. Good evening.
It's been our way some. We've seen improvement in our back office. We've seen the referral window being updated. From time to time, we see so much improvement. Those who have accounts being expired should not feel bad. As we go on, the accounts will turn green again. Activities are just coming up.
Yes.
So we expect that we are moving up those people who have expired accounts. Very many people are joining the Vitae platform as an ambassador.
Yes.
We have so much activity in Uyo.
Especially in
So
Uyo,
much.
that's what I wanted to say. Uyo is getting catching the fire like
Yeah.
another thing.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So if you're on this call, you have somebody in Uyo, please direct the person to number 205 Accra Road. That is where we have our training section. We have fixed Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Friday for the training sections. and you come in, we'll be able to push you along. Thank you very much, Mr. Yinka, for this wonderful update. Beautiful platform, beautiful earning awaits all of us if we work together. We're looking forward to the share power. I think we want to start it as quick as possible so that it will limit this expired members stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you, Madam Yol. I think that question has been answered. So what we want to do now, well, what we are going to be working more on now is that we want to start creating a lot of activities, just like I said, in terms of the share, so that we can start making good money from there. Because I know a lot of us now, the accounts are getting red. I think even for my own purpose matrix, I'm already seeing a lot of red accounts. And we need to start getting those red accounts back on green. And how we do that is that we need to start getting ourselves involved in a lot of activities on a daily basis, especially in terms of the share, so that we can start getting earning every day. With that, you see that a lot of all these red will start becoming green again. So I'm going to be dedicating, some special days for it. Like tomorrow, we are going to only be talking about the share power, how to work the share and earn together as a team, using your 3x8 purpose matrix you already have. You don't need to start looking for new members again. The same set of persons you have. What you just need to do is just engage in these activities of sharing your posts. You can share the post every day, or you can just create a time in a day. Maybe doing a Zoom session like this every night, maybe like 8 p.m. Every one of us just come together. Okay, I post, you share my post 10 times, glance on your timeline. Your timelines also do the same thing. As they do that, you discover that you start making good income every day. And as that income is coming, your RRS is going to get in $200 again back, and your account gets upgraded back again. And what that means is that your purpose earnings will now start coming back on a regular basis every month again. You understand? So we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of work to do on this platform, and every one of us are going to be, happy with it on the long run. So I want to encourage us, please invite your downlines to be part of our meetings like this, these Zoom sessions. It's very important so that we can always, every one of us can be on the same page. I will encourage us at least for tomorrow. We're going to be pushing the meeting downwards back to 8 p.m. I actually have to make it 9 p.m. because of some persons that requested for special Zoom session like this, and they just couldn't meet up with that time. So I just made it 9 p.m. today. But tomorrow we are falling back to our regular time, 8 p.m. to like 9 or at most 9:30, 10, so that in case we have questions, we can freely ask the questions, get them answered, and we can always be on the same page together. Oh, sorry. I think because of the CCO's meeting tomorrow, maybe we might have to push us to maybe Wednesday. Or is it fine? Can we do it like 9 p.m. tomorrow? I think a lot of the time the CCO's meeting normally gets towards 9:30, 10. So let's just skip tomorrow. Let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, I think should be a good time by 8 p.m. on Wednesday, between 8 and 10. We can do that. Or maybe we can do it earlier tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if we are fine. Is it good we do it earlier, maybe like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. tomorrow before the CCO's meeting? We can just have like a 1 hour discussions about the share and I don't know if you can hear me in this meeting. What time should we do it? Or is it good tomorrow or we leave it to Wednesday? And just type in the chat box. Let me just allow every one of us to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and talk. Tomorrow, okay. So tomorrow, that means we need to do it earlier before the CCO's meeting.
Tomorrow is fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Can we do it in the like 6 p.m. because the CCO's meeting is around 8:30. So we can do it between 6 and let's say 6 and 7, later 7:30.
Yes.
Is that okay?
That
Okay.
would be better.
All right. Okay. So let's look at that. So I will do an update on it in the WhatsApp group now so that we can have a lot of persons notified ahead of it tomorrow. So 6 p.m. tomorrow, we'll quickly do that meeting before we join the CCO's meeting for the general one. All right. I really want to appreciate every one of us for our time tonight. This is past 10. I don't want to keep you late into the night. Let me just stop here tonight. Then tomorrow, 6 p.m., we're going to have a good, intensive time together as a family, and we'll start ending together right here in Vitae. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Everyone, have a good night rest. Good night, everyone.
Well done, sir. We really appreciate your presentation.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate you, sir.
Thank you so much, man. Good night, everyone. Good night, everybody.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Oh.
Good night.
Somehow you saw my message.
Okay. Oh, I can just chat her off. Maybe she has
I'll
muted
chat
herself.
her.
All right.
Chat her.
All right. Good night,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. I've seen the message.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's
That's
all
good.
right.
All right.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night, sir. Good night, everybody.